for creating the time out of his very tight schedule to grant your organization, DoTheDream, the opportunity to express the mission and vision in terms of developmental programs and activities that can transform lives of our youth in Lagos specifically and Nigeria in general. I was reliably informed that your organization has been involved in a series of youth activities, particularly in your participation during the recent International Youth Day on the 12th of August. Lagos was not left out of this significant event. The state commemorated the annual Youth Day celebration with a week-long array of events, public discourse, and enlightenment campaigns on the issues that affect how the youth's lives and how they can be constructively engaged in governance. It is obvious that the government cannot do it alone, and organizations such as yours, encompassing and guiding our youth, will be needed to complement these efforts of the state government in addressing the various challenges with our youth and facing them too. It is on that note, because we did not have the privilege of engaging with your organization before now, which brings me to the fact that I would also like to encourage you to come to register with the Ministry of Youth and Social Development so that we can at least partner with you, be abreast of your organization's activities and give you advice. It's on that note that before inviting Our Excellency the Deputy Governor to address you, I would like for your representative to at least share your mission here today and what you expect from us as a government. Thank you very much.
His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwunmi and Ambode, all protocols observed. My name is Tayo Olumadewa, the founder of DoTheDream Youth Development Initiative. In the year 2005, we started this initiative. Why? Because we look at a lot of young people, we realize that we are losing some young people, we are losing different generations. And if care is not taken, this generation are going to fight back. And we said, okay, what are we going to do? We can help youth to find their voice and create a platform for those voices to be amplified. What do we mean? We look at the current situation in the country then. It wasn't something that it's kind of great then when you see people going into motivational speaking, but we realize that there is something that is missing. And if you see young people engage in some negative activities, that means there is a space in their heart that they want to fill. And we say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring out the innate ability inside of you, and we'll give you that platform to express that ability at the global scale. So we started this organization. Our vision is to help youth to find their voice and create a platform for these voices to be amplified. How do we do this? That is what we call our mission. We do this by giving a relevant knowledge, both formally and informally. And we started with this program going to secondary schools. We've been to several secondary schools since inception in 2005, but we got a little challenge. How do we get finance? We look at our environment. Our environment doesn't encourage people to say, I want to do this thing. Why? Because there's a lot of people running NGO, but they are not doing it for the impact, but for their ability. So I said, this is what we are going to do. We will not approach government. We are going to write the vision. We're going to make it plain so that when people see it, they're going to run with it. So I approached some of my elders, my boss, Mr. Peter Oshinaike. I approached Mr. Romere. I approached Mr. BC Salao. I said, this is what is happening. Our youth has to be given a thought. we can't be here and allow things to be like this. We must make our statement. So they will put their resources together to organize program from time to time. We have some of the mentees here already that we met from secondary schools here now. We have the representative of the organization in University of Ibadan. We have here now in Idiat Adebule. So we started that program like that. Then we realized that we can't continue like this. Why? Because we have to change. Why? Because young people don't love too much talk. What they want is maybe fun, but we must learn something, what they call edutainment. How do you mean? We must learn to let people know how to communicate their heroic strikes and transform it to the knowledge, and let them know that they can actually make their ambition a vision. What do I mean by making ambition in a vision? If you make your ambition a vision, you will understand that you have to be 12 before you are 13. But in that things, we've been doing it. We've been to several institutions, we've been to secondary school, over 102, and we have tremendous results. And I also want to thank your administration for creating an environment that works. The last administration did a fantastic job. We visited over 70 secondary schools, and from one school to another, you will see the acceptance. The principal, from the proprietor, from the gateman, they will tell us, what do you want to do? You want to inspire us? Yes. Oh, you guys, come. This is what we want to do. Then they will listen to us. They realize that we are not trying to cajole these young people. We are actually interested in their future. And that's why I say they should follow us and see what we're saying. That it is possible. The people you believe that they are far from you, they are actually close to you. If you really have genuine thing to offer. And that's why we say we should be here. And finally, I want you to please add this in your speech to our directors. Their firstborn is not up to 12 years old. That means they're in the middle of, they are paying bills, they are paying school fees, and yet every week I disturb them like, you must do this. We have to go to Yabatek tomorrow, we have to go to Lasso, we have to inspect secondary school, we have to, and yet they do this. Last year, one of them here, I wouldn't want to mention the name, dropped $500,000 to inspire young people, just to tell them, you can be the dream. One of them dropped 100,000. I mean, they are all like that. So I want to thank you to please appreciate them for their support and for believing in youth. Since inceptions, we've never received dime from the government. Did we write letter? Yes. But we realize that we can't keep waiting for government. If you have something to communicate, you must step out. And when government sees that you have something that is worth doing, they're going to support you. It's the same passion that we've been exhibiting over the years that brought us here. Thank you very much.
Great Nigerian youth.
Great.
The greatest of the greatest Nigerian youth.
Great.
On behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwunmi Ambode, who could not be here to personally receive you this afternoon, but I've directed that I should meet with you, and he has already prepared speech to be read because he has put his thought on paper. Sending me to deliver it, I may use my words, but he didn't want that, given the importance he has given to your coming, particularly the sacrifice that you've been doing by engaging in this work to create awareness of existence and of the need for the youth of Lagos to think positively. He has put his thought on paper. And I'll go ahead now to read the address of His Excellency, the Governor. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Youth and Social Development, Mr. Akinwunmi, top government functionaries, founder of the DoTheDream, Mr. Olumadewa Olutayo. Welcome. Members of the DoTheDream Youth Development Initiative here present, particularly their directors, as he has mentioned, and members of the press. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to welcome and congratulate you for being part of this year's responsibility walk in commemoration of the 2015 International Youth Day. It is usually said that youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but today they are being referred to leaders of today. Seeing yourself as leaders brings to constant remembrance the need to demonstrate high sense of responsibility and refrain from acts that runs against the principle of good leadership. Youth are the greatest human resource and change agents of any nation. The heroic contributions of the youth population to making the change agenda a reality cannot be overemphasized. It therefore goes beyond saying that the youth, in concert with the larger society, must be actively involved in the process of executing the change agenda, which is good governance. The current economic situation in our country has no doubt impacted negatively on the youth, especially in terms of high rates of unemployment. However, rather than despair, this situation should bring out the best in your creative minds. And of course, which is what the DoTheDream is doing. Our youth must draw inspiration from other young people all over the world whose innovative ideas and quest to be independent have made them highly successful business owners and job creators. Our responsibility as government is to provide enabling environment and support for you to succeed. This is a major goal of the newly created Ministry of Wealth, Creation and Employment. And the Small Business Loan Guarantee Scheme, as well as the Youth Empowerment Trust Fund. I urge you all to take advantage of this initiative when they become fully operational. Though the economy may not be big enough to guarantee everyone paid employment, I'm certain it has enough space to accommodate your creative ideas, innovative entrepreneurial skills. I commend the founder once again, Mr. Olumide, and members of the DoTheDream Youth Development Initiative for championing youth empowerment towards promoting change in the society. Thank you all for your initiative, and I thank you for also seeing the need to partner with the state government. Thank you all for your attention. God bless you. Tẹ̀síwájú Èkó, ó jẹ́ wáyé.
Sorry, Mr. Peter Oshinaki and Mr. BC Salam. Sorry, the responsibility board. This is a board to let young people know that they can actually, their leader, they have leaders who has listening ears. So we are letting people know that don't think the people you see from afar are far from you. But if you have something credible, they are ready to listen to you. So that's why we ask them to come and witness it and let them know that they have a listening leader. Thank you. That's the essence of it. Then we have Mr. Peter Oshinaki and Mr. BC Salau.
Please note that I signed this on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State. Please.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, some of our students has a little presentation for you, a gift for you, from their mentees from Yabra test. We call it manifold wisdom. How young people can actually make their world better. They are just in ND1. We met some of them when they're in secondary school, and we've been mentoring them since. Can we have the gift? And the artist should please come. This is Timile Oshino Oni David Omotayo. This is just to show what is possible, how young people who with their gift can actually impact their world with the investment of their personality. They are just in ND1, ND2, Yaba Tech, and we've been working with them for the past, how many years now?
5 years.
2 years.
3 years.
Thank you very much. And finally, Idris Paulina should please come here. He just want to meet Her Excellency. This lady, she's the lady that formed DoTheDream team in her school 4 years ago. She's a leader of all leaders. She created this man. She created several other young men in different higher institutions too. And she's now a student of University of Ibadan, Psychology Department. So she had to come from UI to attend this program today. Thank you.
I think this is very commendable, and we hope to see very many more of these young talents exhibiting their activities and talents. It is on this note that I thank you very much once again for participating in an International Youth Day, which happens to be a week long of activities. And we appreciate His Excellency, ably represented by Her Excellency the Deputy Governor, for creating the time out of their very busy schedules. I know that from here, she has another meeting that she's representing His Excellency apart from her own statutory functions. Thank you very much, Ma, for creating the time, and I implore you to please take photographs with the DoTheDream group.